Hey lovies, welcome back to another delicious recipe. And on today's recipe, I'm going to be sharing with you guys how to make your delicious peppered ripe plantain puff puff. So guys, if you're interested in this recipe, do stay tuned as I take you through the list and measurements of the ingredients. So for this recipe, I'm going to be using 3 cups of plain flour. I'll add in half cup of sugar, and I'm going to be grating in some nutmeg, which is going to give it a very nice flavor. So after adding in my nutmeg and sugar, I'll mix this up together, and also I'm going to be adding just a pinch of salt. So right now, I will set my dry ingredients aside, and right here I have 2 very ripe plantain and 2 Scotch bonnet peppers. I do have here 1 tablespoon of yeast, so I'm going to be adding in 100 grams of water and also a tablespoon of sugar. I will add in my 1 tablespoon of yeast and I will mix this up together. After mixing, I will cover the yeast for 5 minutes to allow it to proof. So guys, right here, I'll go ahead and start peeling my plantain. So before peeling your plantain, you have to make sure you wash it so the dirt on the back does not get inside the plantain. So after peeling my plantain, I'll go ahead and cut this into smaller size and put it in my blender. And I'm going to be adding just a very little amount of water to blend this. So I'll go ahead and blend my plantain into a very smooth puree. And this is what my plantain look like. So right now, I will transfer the blended plantain into my dry ingredients. And I will also go ahead and add in my chopped Scotch bonnet pepper. Right now, I will go ahead and mix my already proof yeast and I will transfer it into my bowl. So after adding in my yeast, the peppers and the plantain, right now I'll go ahead and start mixing this up together. So while mixing your dough, you want to go ahead and add in water little by little if your dough is very strong, and you want to make sure you use warm water to mix your dough, as this is going to make the dough to come up quickly and rise. So guys, thank you very much for clicking on this video. If it's your first time here, you're welcome to Lydiaisaac TV. And also thank you very much my old and returning subscribers for coming back. I do appreciate you all. So guys, I'm going to keep on mixing this batter for about 2 to 5 minutes. And as you can see, the consistency of the batter is not very light and runny as your normal puff puff batter. Reason is that by the time this puff puff batter is done rising, it is going to come out more light, so you need it to be a bit thicker than your normal everyday puff puff recipe. So at this moment, I will get my cling film and cover it up and keep it in a dry place so it will rise and double its size for about 1 hour. So guys, if you're in a cold weather, I will advise that you preheat your oven for 10 minutes, switch it off and put your batter inside the oven so it will rise up easily, as the oven is going to be a little bit hot, but you have to make sure you switch off your oven before putting in your batter. So at this moment, it is about 1 hour later and this is what my batter look like. it have risen up, and you can see so at this moment I'm going to be transferring my pot into the fire, and I will add in the oil that I'm going to be using to deep fry my puff puff. And at this moment I'll go ahead and use my spoon to take off the excess air trapped in the batter. You can see when I said that you need your butter to be a bit thicker, you can see how mine look light now. It look more light than how it was before I kept it for 1 hour to rise. So right now I'm going to be dropping in just a very little amount of my puff butter into the oil to see if it's hot. And as you can see, there is bubbles coming out from the batter. That shows that it is ready. So I'll go ahead now and start using my hands to scoop my puff butter into the oil on a very high heat. So guys, I have other puff recipe that I'm going to be linking I'm going to be putting the link on the description box so you can check them out. I have different ways and method of how you can scoop your puff even without using your hands to touch the batter. So at this moment my fire is now on a medium heat, as I'll go ahead and keep on turning them so each side will get cooked evenly. So guys, I just want to use this opportunity to say a very big thank you for clicking on this video. Please, if you do find this recipe helpful, don't forget to click on that like button. And also, if you've not subscribed to this channel, please do go ahead and click on that red subscribe button. Turn on your notification bell so whenever I post any recipes, you will be among the first people to see it and enjoy them. Okay, and also if you do have any questions regarding this recipe, please do go ahead and drop them on the comment section. And also do check me out on Instagram at Lydiaisaac TV. So at this moment my puff is ready. I'm just going to turn it and use my sieve to get them off the oil. So guys, thank you once again, and I hope this recipe you do find it helpful, and you go ahead and make your delicious peppered wrapped plantain puff, and I bet you are going to enjoy this, as this tastes very delicious and different from your regular puff. Till I see you guys on my next recipe, do have a lovely day, do have a beautiful day. Bye bye.